everybody. Happy Tuesday. Grab your cup and let's settle in. We have a lot to talk about today as we talk about fear. Anyhow, get your cup, get your straw, get settled in. Good morning, Brandy. Hi, everybody. Good morning, Sandra. Nice to see everybody coming in. Good morning, good morning. Hi, Linda. Hi, everybody. Nice to see you. So we are definitely going to dive in and we're going to talk about fear. And it was interesting. This just kind of popped in from spirit. We all talk about blocks, right? Good morning, V. Hello. And we all have various blocks, right? You may have a block of success, or maybe it's working through changes, codependency, all of it, right? I mean, no matter which ones we go through. And it kind of was this revelation that they're all based on fear, right? So any block that you've created is based on fear. Codependency, right? That fear of being alone. So you're codependent. Success, right? That fear of success. So therefore you keep yourself status quo. Or what about fear of failure? So it's that fear of not going more. So fear takes so much control over our lives, right? How many things have you not done? How many people have not gone up to someone and given them their phone number and asked them on a date out of fear of rejection? Or that you don't put yourself out there to say, hey, I really want to do this, but my fear is holding me back. When you really start to look at your life and your decision making and where you are, you start to really realize how much fear is actually stopping you, hindering you from taking those next steps. Well, if I speak up, I'm fearful my partner will get upset with me, or my boss will fire me if I speak up. I mean, regardless of where we are, we look at our situation, and say to ourselves, all right, I kind of would like to do this, but I'm afraid it won't work out. I'm fearful that I will fail. I'm fearful that I'm making a huge mistake. And we let those decisions and those fears just really dominate our creativity. We let them dominate our ability, our gifts, rather than just saying, hey, you know what? I might fail, but I at least need to go for this. So, and the other thing too, what is just so interesting is the story that we keep telling ourselves, right? That story that you repeat over and over and over. You're so used to that story that you haven't thought about changing it. You haven't thought about giving it a new ending or a new path. And we have to do that. We have to be proactive in our lives to the extent that we have to look at where are our belief systems coming from? Where are those blocks coming from? And why is it there? And then saying to yourself, okay, enough of that. Like, enough of that. It's not even serving you. It's like, it doesn't even serve us. It doesn't even help us. When you get down to it, every block is based on fear, right? Every block is based on fear. I'm not strong enough, capable, lovable, talented enough. I'm not able to do this by myself. And it's kind of like, yes, you are. And if you're not, then find the right people around that can help facilitate that next move for you, that next step for you. What are some things that you want to do that you haven't done? And why is that? I get a lot of people that are single that really want to be in relationships. But you say to them, well, are you out there dating? No. Are you online dating? No, I don't believe in that. I want to meet someone organically. Fair enough. Are you going out? No. And so you're perpetuating the story that you're telling yourself. I want to write a book. I hear people, I've thought about it. All right, have you sat down and wrote a paragraph? No. Why not? Well, I just haven't had time, or the inspiration isn't there. And it isn't about inspiration. It's about discipline, self-discipline. So when you stop creating those excuses, and if you're just honest with yourself, those excuses are based around fear, not based around lack of, not based around anything else but fear. And when we stop giving our power over to fear, you start to see how much progress you make. You make progress in freeing up your thoughts, progress in lightening your heart and feeling free and feeling good. We hold on to things. We hold on to our past. Why do you hold on to your past? Right? Is it because you're fearful of the future, fearful of either repeating those stories, or is it fear that maybe something wonderful is there and you're just too afraid to kind of say, I deserve that. I'm going to go for it. And a lot of us do this. I almost believe that there's a system in place that wants to, what's the word I'm looking for? Reinforce fear, right? Your boss, most bosses, most bosses, they reinforce fear, don't they? To get you what they need from you. It's usually not a reward system. It's usually based on fear. Well, we've got a deadline, and if you can't make that deadline for us, are you not a team player? Oh, we've got those bonuses coming up. They're not using that bonus as a reward. They're actually using it as a fear, right? You're not going to get it. So when we really look at where we are, when you're just honest with yourself, you will see that you do allow fear. You do. Everyone says fearless. Well, that would be wonderful, but it's also nonsense, right? Because every boundary, every block we set, no matter where we are, we're not truly fearless. All right. Now, the goal, though, is to not let your fear stop you. So you got to work through it. You got to find that inside of you to say, I am not going to quit on this, or I'm not going to back down on this, or I am capable of this, and I do deserve this, or I want to make this happen, create this. So get in there and create it. Get in there and do it. And stop using that fear as your crutch. And now watch too. Okay, here's a big one. Are you masking your fear with excuses? Oh, well, this has come up and I could, but, so-and-so needs me to be there for them. Are you really creating excuses in order to kind of justify the fear? So just think about this, okay? I want you to just think about this and be honest with yourself with maybe things that you want to do. Do you want to travel? Do you want to work more? Do you want to write a book? Do you want to serve spirit? Do you want to change your job? Do you want to change your relationship? And if you're not doing it, if you're not in the flow of doing it now, why? Why not? What is it? And rather than just giving yourself an excuse, ask yourself, is there fear tied to that excuse? Is there fear tied to my belief system? Is there fear preventing me from living my full life's purpose? And if there is, then use your logical mind. You can't just will yourself. It's not going to work, okay? Use your logical mind to say, all right, I understand this is fear. What can I do to then move around it so that it doesn't stop me? And the more you do that over and over and over, that's when you become more comfortable with taking chances, risks, going for it, believing in yourself, each time you move past your fear, you will build confidence. You will build confidence in yourself. All right? And that's our goal. Our goal is to truly and fully be at our absolute maximum potential, which I hate to share with you is infinite. So your job's never going to be done, all right? As long as you're in this physical existence, and more than likely in that soul existence, you're always going to be moving past, moving beyond. Let yourself do this. Stop creating those roadblocks that aren't necessary. Stop letting fear overpower your life and take control. You have the ability to move fear aside and go straight through towards what you want. Because that's what your soul wants. And when you honor your soul and you put your soul as your number one priority, you will start to see yourself expand in ways that bring you such joy and love and peace and inspiration. And you're just going to find yourself a lot happier on a day-to-day basis. So let yourself have that. You're meant to have it. You're not meant to suffer. You're not meant to suffer, okay? And if you've gone through something that has created suffering, you're not meant to stay there. You're not meant to stay in that past or in that moment. You're meant to work through it. So move the fear of working through it. Move the fear of it happening again. Move the fear of it testing you. Move that fear out of the way and know how capable you truly are. Okay? All right. That is your Coffee with Colby for today. Thank you, Pumpkin. Thank you, everybody. And just get out there and do it. All right? This Thursday, I have an amazing guest. You have to tune in to Colby Rebel Live. Amazing medium from around the world. I'm not even going to tell you who it is. You're going to have to tune in. It is 5 p.m. Colby Rebel Live. Oh, on Thursday night at 10 p.m., if you have the El Rey Network, I am on the Chuy Martinez show. You got to catch it. It was so amazing doing this reading for Chuy. And, you know, this big macho guy, and brought him to tears with his loved one in spirit. So you want to catch the El Rey Network. I was able to add it to my cable for just $12, and then I can let it go after that. So anyhow, remember, everybody, to shine your light and shine it bright. Thank you for everyone. Lots of love to you. Enjoy your day and feel free to share. And don't let fear get in your way. Bye, everybody.